are some of your role models?
My role models, you could say, my background is politics. I studied political science. Not that I'm a politician, but my background of study is political science. So some of my icons are politicians, like our president. I studied him when I was growing up, and so President Museveni is one of my role models, really. But if I want to be cliche as well, you talk about Mandela and Patrick Lumumba, who is on my wall. Actually, he tops all of them. So yeah, so most of my role models are really those people who have been involved in change situations, people who have been at the forefront of pushing for positive change in society and bringing, greater good for many.
Well, you're the brainchild behind the Young Achievers Awards. What is it about?
One of the brainchilds. I was sort of leading, but we did have other people who also brought in other ideas. But really the idea again is to get young people involved and encourage them to showcase their excellence, their innovation, find a way of, inspiring them.
Tell me about the accolade itself.
This is a very unique accolade. When we were thinking about what sort of present as an accolade, a friend of mine asked me to go and visit an artist, a young artist, and see if we could get ideas from him. Of course, traditionally people always think about glass or gold, metals, and that sort of thing. So when I walked into his workshop, he has a workshop, a studio where he works from, he creates models out of stone, and I thought that was very unique. The star basically is reaching out to for the stars. People who achieve so much go through so much, and so the star symbolizes excellence and achievement. So that's a star, and basically this is a young achiever.
And then briefly, what are some of the categories?
Some of the categories, we have about 14 categories. 11 of them are competitive categories. Actually, 12 of them. And some of them are in business and trade, social entrepreneurs, young people, social activists, social agents of change, young politicians, activists, and that sort of thing. But you also have ICT solutions. You have an overall young achiever who is chosen among the overall nominations, the person who stands out with the greatest story, an inspiring story. But we also have special categories, 2 of them. One of them is the Heroes Award. Last year we gave this award to Yvonne Namaganda, that young girl who died in Budo fire. The Heroes Award is basically an award for young people or older people who have sacrificed for the good of community. 1 year
down the road,
right?
What have been some of the challenges you faced?
The biggest challenge actually is to get the people responsible for what we're doing. We should just be merely implementing. You have government as the main responsible partner who should be putting in lots of funds to make this sustainable, to make it work, to make it meaningful for the young people who participate. You also have main private sector bodies which are responsible for creating opportunity and guiding skills development for young people, making sure, for example, an industry like yours is recognized and supported as a new ways of communication. But unfortunately, the biggest challenge is that the thinking of our policymakers is still very kind of old-fashioned. You have to really bang your head on the wall to get them to understand the importance of such an award and what it means for the larger youth population.
So here we are, 2010. What are your expectations?
Well, we've just finished with nominations. Nominations closed on June 12th, and we've been able to get actually quite impressive numbers of applicants and nominations. We're currently reviewing the nominations which were collected by the different company. And I'm very happy with the responses we've gotten. I think people are very excited and looking at a bigger event this year and better stories come out. So 2010 should be a much better year, certainly.
Awel as a boss, that's tricky. He's friendly, but when it gets tough, you know how bosses are. But friendly, outgoing, outspoken, it tells you the truth, nothing but the truth, yeah.
Closing remarks would be that our generation, we should be very happy and aware of the privilege that we have, that we are as old as we are at this point in our time, in our country. We have an election in 2011. I hope young people registered to vote, which is just closed. we need to be able to go to the polls and express ourselves in terms of who we want our leaders to be. It's a fundamental right that we need to exercise so that, you know, these leaders can also take us seriously. Because in America, young people were able to cause change and elect Barack Obama. Number two, the Common Markets Protocol just came into effect. It's going to cause a lot of challenges for our generation and opportunities with regards to economic opportunity. So we have to be aware of it and know how to position ourselves against our counterparts in Kenya and other parts of East Africa who may be a lot more competitive than we are.
Well, Mr. Awel, it's been nice talking to you, and
thank you.
God bless you.
I love your show, but where's my t-shirt?
Mr. Producer.
Oh, thank you. Fantastic.
XXL large.
Yeah, XXL large.
Yeah.
House of Talent. Fantastic. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Yes. Hi, my name is Awel, the director at Uganda, the promoters of Young Achievers Awards, and you're watching XXL.